let's get started with some with some drills. We'll start off with the normal warm-up, and then we'll get into some speed drills and everything from the mats. Jamie, do you have any mats or anything, or are you just on the car?
I have a yoga mat.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, with the guard work drills from there. Okay, let's get started then, guys. Start up on your feet. We'll go with star jumps to begin with. Everybody, let me move this back a little. Just about. Okay, let's get started with our normal warm-up, and then we'll go into some of our drills. Okay, guys? We're going to star jumps to begin with, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Line your backs, guys. Let's go for our cross jumps. Close the legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands on the mat, triangle jerks. We're going to lift the hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet flat onto the floor. Let's go for our bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hip escapes on the spot. Hands down to the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, we're just going with some neck movements there, guys. So come up towards your knees. I'm just going to look left and right, up and down, ears to shoulders. Go from there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ears to shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sweet. Now, let's get started with some movements. We're going to start off with putting some time on the clock, and we'll start off with some wrestling movements. At the same time, let me turn off my WhatsApp so we don't get all these buzzes coming in. Perfect. Now, just get the timer ready. We're going to do 1 minute on and 1 minute rest. So we're just going to start off with our resting drills. We're going to begin with floor brushes, down blocks, and then changing sides with your sweep singles. I will explain all of these in just a moment. So 1 minute work, 1 minute rest. Have some water close to you for us to get started. We're aiming for 5 rounds. And then after 5 rounds, then we'll do a quick changeover. So just to explain the drill again, you're going to be in your resting stance. Your lead leg is going to step forward. We're going to level change down, brush, and reset the position. So 1 minute of these to begin with, just to get these legs warmed up and into our drills. Next thing we're going to do after that is going to be our sweep singles. So we're going to start off with 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. You're going to post your backhand on the floor to switch your hips. come into position, down block, up, post the hand, switch, up, post, switch. So we're moving around the floor from there, okay? Round 3, we're gonna move into our Uchimata. So the footwork that we practiced earlier in the week, we take a step forward, back step. As we back step, we raise the heel. Reset. Heel. Obviously, I will remind everybody as we go through the drills. 4, we're going to work on some sprawls, and then 5, we're going to finish off with some footwork drills and then from here, just to finish off. Okay, guys? So let's begin. We have 1 minute on the clock. So we start off with your resting drills first. So we're going floor brushes. So make sure you get a good bend in the legs, brush the mat, and then reset position. Okay, guys? I will call time and everything, and hopefully you can hear my phone with the timer. Okay, floor brushes to start. Let's go. Yeah. 10 seconds done. Last 15 seconds, guys. That's what it is. Okay. Next position we're going to move into is going to be your sweep singles. So I'm going to add in your down blocks as well as we change sides. I think Tyrone has pulled himself in. Mr. Tyrone Elliott muted. Hello, Tyrone.
How's it going, mate?
Oh, how's it going, mate?
Not
Hey,
too bad.
what's going on, brother? Fellow Polaris squad member here, Mr. Tyrone Elliott from Newcastle upon Tyne.
How are you doing? You good?
Doing our workout. You want to get in my house?
I've just finished our Zoom class. I've got to do some errands, but I thought I'd drop in, say hi.
Yeah. Right. We're about to continue with the workout then, guys.
No worries. I'll leave you to you guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much. See you next time. Look at that. Bit of jiu-jitsu royalty there, guys. Eh? Right. So our next movement is going to be your sweep singles. Post the backhand and chain. Okay. At the same time, add in your down blocks. So before we move, keeping your stance moving from here. Down block, post, switch. Down block, post, switch. And get used to the level change in here. So I want your chest coming on top of your knee. Level change, down block, switch. Okay, guys? Let's get that. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Stay in the stance when we move between positions, guys. Good. We should be able to reach the floor with your fingertips. Good. Down block, switch. Nice. Keep it up, guys. Last 20 seconds gone. Good. 20 seconds left. Last 10. Down block, level change, switch sides. Nice work, guys. Okay, moving into our Uchimata next. Your Uchimata is your inner reaping throw. So we're going to start off with a nice tall stance now. We're moving away from wrestling. We're coming into judo. So we have a taller stance. We're stepping forward with the lead leg, back stepping with the back leg, switching the hips, fingertips to the floor, heel up towards the ceiling. Resetting again, same leg forward, step, twist, lift the heel. And don't worry too much about doing this one for speed. This is more of a skill acquisition at the moment rather than us working out. We just had a bit of a fast one with our sweep singles. So we're going to take an active rest with your Uchimatas. So come into position, 1, 2, 3. Reset, 1, 2, 3. Fingertips towards the floor. Go! Time's running.
Sir.
Good. Nice work, guys. Halfway. 30 seconds left. Good. Last 10. Nice work, guys. Good job. Okay, next thing we're going to introduce is going to be our sprawls. Now, if you don't have a mat, obviously don't worry too much about putting your knees on the ground. You would think of this more of having defensive posture instead. So, want to be nice and low towards the floor, down block. If you do a short sprawl, post your hands and jump the legs back, but don't put the hips and knees on the floor. So put the hips back, do a little circle, back up to the feet. So short sprawl, 1, spin. If you're doing a full sprawl, there we go, hips to the ground into position, back up into stance. Moving, level changing, down blocking, short sprawl, full sprawl, back up to the feet. Okay, guys? Get set. Everybody into wrestling stance. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Move around the room here. Good. Circle, stay nice and low. Add your down blocks and your short sprawls as well, guys. So get the heels back and 180. Nice work. 20 seconds gone. Add in some footwork for motion, guys, as well. So hands to the floor, heels back. Good. Halfway, 30 seconds left. Short sprawl. Full sprawl. Rest of the position, nice and low, down block. Short sprawl. Back up to the feet. 10 seconds. Nice work, guys. Okay, so for our last minute, we're just going to work on our footwork drills. So we're going to be in our stance. We're going to go from being narrow stance, wide stance, from being in a square position. So we're going to be here, into position, stepping out, and back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. In position from here. We're going to do 10 reps of these. Then we're going to switch. So we have a staggered stance and move it across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset the position. 10 reps here. And again at the beginning, take it nice and slow. Make sure we have deliberate footwork. Practice the movement. Then we finish off with 10 down blocks. So my fingertips goes to the floor, heel comes back. 2, 3, all the way up to 10. Once you've done all of them together, back to the beginning to reset. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Staggered stance, moving across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Squared stance, one down block. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squared stance again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's perfect. Okay, take a breather there. Grab yourself a water break, guys. Then we're going to move on to some ground drills next. Wow. Grab yourself some new outdoor boots. So she's going off here, got them tied up. We've had Tyrone on the floor, yeah. T-Bone's been on. Laura's royalty to Tyrone live. Sam just wants you all to see her happy birthday balloons there.
I decorated the apartment myself.
So we have nice banners here.
Mr. Hill gets no credit for this.
Happy birthday to Samantha Cook.
Oh, well, I'm in there.
Yeah.
Some knocker in the corner. All right, get back to work, guys. Get back to work.
Okay, so moving on to our next drills, we're going to look at some guard passing positions. So the first thing I want you guys to do is we're just going to look at moving your hips side to side again, just going with twisting the knees. Now, just to make this a little bit more realistic, I want us to start with parallel legs here. We're going to step in 1, 2 to get low towards the floor. Once I'm here, I'm going to switch sides, drop my knee on the ground, reset, back up to the feet, and then push off of your heels to walk back to that square position. We step across towards the other side. This is the same drill that we used it on the exercise balls at UCL. We're just stepping in. 1, 2. This leg goes out nice and wide. I drop into position. This would be my main position for us to start to work with bar passing. So this is where your knee slice comes into play and your lung step. Then we're going to switch sides. So come across, change sides, post your fingertips, drop your knee, reset position, switch back, walk backwards to reset. 1, change, back up, come back. So noticing that when I come into the position, this leg is quite wide. Okay? I don't want a narrow stance. I don't want the leg to be too far out. We've got a slight bend in the leg so I can push off of this foot, and then we change sides. Switch, post, drop the knee, reset the hips, push back, reset into that stance. Each time I'm coming back to here, don't come up into position from here. This would be where I'm giving away access to my legs. Obviously, from this point, I'm hand fighting, stopping any leg entries, entering into half guard, switching, dropping the knee, back into position again. Okay, guys? Position number 2, we can go into the knee slice. So we're going to start off with one knee up, one knee down. You're going to post your hand on the floor to underhook. This is your underhook arm. Lift the knee, slice onto the hip, come into side control, reset on the other side. Post the hand, slice, into side control, reset. Each time, come in, forearms on the ground, knees on the ground. So that's drill number 2. We start to build up a little bit of speed on that. Okay, guys? Let's get started. So first one, starting with feet in a parallel stance. So we have squared stance. We're walking in to your knee slice, changing the weight from one knee towards the other, dropping the knee on the ground, and resetting back up. Ready, guys? And go. Time is running. So get used to switching your hips side to side. So walk in, position, step in, change, drop the knee, back up to the feet. Halfway, guys. 30 seconds left. Good. Last 10. That's right, guys. Okay, so as we said, next position is going to be your knee slices. So we start off with one knee up, one knee down. We're going to underhook with the hand, lean the weight through the hand and the opposite foot to slice onto the hip. So we're going to be in position from here. Close the hand, lift the knee, slice onto the foot, elbow reaches the mat, turn back to the legs again, reset from there. Lift one leg up, post in the inside hand, lift, slice onto the hips, elbow reaches, back up. Just moving from there. And what we should be starting to understand is that whenever we're passing guard, we always want that far side underhook. So if I'm trying to pass towards my left, I want to pin the person on the right shoulder, or their left shoulder, my right side. Ready, guys? Go! So one knee up, one knee down, hit your knees twice. Post the underhook hand, lift the knee, slice onto the hip, come back to the knee. Same again on the other side. Halfway, 30 seconds gone. Good, move for everybody, lift the knees, post the hips. Good. Make your underhook and slice. Left. Okay, that's what I got. Next position is going to be dropping the hip towards the ground. So we're going to do the same situation that we just practiced. So we're going to be in parallel legs, step in, into position. We change sides, put the weight to the second leg. When I get to here, what I'm going to do now is drop this hip on the ground. So instead of leaning forwards, we're going to drop the butt back. So sit in position like I'm doing the stretch here. See? Sit in here, what that's doing is clearing the reverse belly cable hook that's on this thigh. I post back up, lifting, getting back into position, and resetting again. Stepping in, switching my weight, post the hand, drop the hip on the ground, back up to the feet. Getting used to falling and coming back up, using the ball of the feet to get you up. Okay, guys? Go! Again, stay nice and low as we transition. Walk in, switch, drop the butt to the floor, back up to the feet. Cross step, into position, switch, post, drop the butt on the ground, use your toes to push back up. Halfway. Last 15. 3 more reps, guys. Nice work. Okay, we're going to go into some top spins for the next drill. So we're going to start off already in the side control. So imagine we finished the knee slides. We're going to be here, hands and knees in side control. We're going to switch the hips to face the camera, step over the head, and switch to get to the other side. Top spin, draw the leg back, back into side control, reset the position. Switch the hip through, so slide through. This will be into a scarf hold position. Step over the head. As we step over, drop the right knee down, lift the left knee. Elbow hits the mat, back step off, hips back onto the floor, reset position again. Okay, guys? Switch, step, change. Back. Switch, step, change. Go. Forearms, knees on the ground. Switch to face the camera. Step over the head. Elbow on the ground. Back step. Chin on the hip on the other side. Reach back to side control. Same again on the other side. Step. Change. Switch. Step. Change. Good. Nice work. Halfway through, 30 seconds left. Begin to the sweat on, so they get some action going. I'm sweating here. Okay, we're going to move into some long step passing now. So we're going to enter in the same way that we've just been practicing. We come into position from here. I step in, into position from here. Once I get to this position, I'm going to drop my far knee on the floor. So left knee onto the ground, left elbow on the floor, back step the hip, reset back onto the feet. Step into position, knee drops, forearm drops, back step, back up to the feet. Enter in, move position here, drop the far knee, elbow, back step, recover, back up to the feet. Okay, let's go. Nice. Good. You want to land on the hip and recover the leg. We'll stay on the same side of the hip each time. Walking in, dropping the knee, back stepping, drawing the leg back. Up, up. Wow. Nice one, guys. Grab yourself a drink if you need it. Take a water break. Relax there. Okay. So last thing we're going to do, guys, is just going to be some guard positions, okay? So we're going to be sat down, working from the floor. So you might need to tilt your screens a little bit. I'll bring this forward. Perfect. Okay. So we were looking at some butterfly drills from guard. So we're going to go over some of those as well, some of the elevation drills. So we're going to start off in position from here in the butterfly. First thing I'm going to do is just simply scooting the hips forward. So my heels are going to travel from this position. I bring my hips towards my heels. We're going to lie back and then finish with the shoulders down. My hands are connecting together. I can go around somebody, scoot my hips in. As I lie back, lift, extend, come back into position. Use your heels to push your hips back. Reset the drill. Hips come forward, connect the hands, slide in, lift up, push back, reset to the position. So you're just getting used to using these butterfly hooks to elevate somebody once you connect to the hands around. Okay, guys? Drill number 2, we're just going to move side to side. So we're going to be in position here. All I'm going to do is lean across, lift, and come back. Again, almost like a really bad breakdancing shoulder stand. That's the idea of what your jiu-jitsu is. We're just practicing substandard breakdancing right now. So we're going to lean across. Again, my hands are connected around somebody, or I'm bringing the elbow into their waist. Now once I've trapped the arm, we fall, lift, scoot the hips back into butterfly to reset the drill. Okay, guys? So drill number 1, scooting forwards and elevate the person. Okay? So let's get started in butterfly guard. Get ready to move. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, shoulder stand. Nice. Try to hold that a little bit as well, guys. So as you're scooting forwards, bring your hips into your heels, scoot up. Nice. Now start to extend. And back. Good. Halfway, guys. 30 seconds left. Connect. Close the distance. Reset. Reset. Good. 10 seconds. Wow. Okay. Butterfly sweeps from side to side next. So again, we're starting in the same position, feet to feet in the situation here. We're going to close the elbow in, lean across towards that side, so lock, pull towards the shoulder. As you fall, my bottom toe is engaged with the ground, so I'm stepping on the mat with the ball of the foot, lifting into that shoulder and straightening that bottom leg. Reset, back towards the other side. Close the elbow. Good. And back. Nice. Mirroring each other there. I like it, Alex and Sam. 10 seconds to get side. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. That's up. Stand. Back to butterfly. One second left. Okay. Next move, guys, we're just going to be scooting forwards and backwards. So nice and simple. We're in position from here. We're going to bring the heels forward, hands reaching forward, scoot forward, switch sides, scoot, reset into the middle, and then same situation from the back. So lean across, make sure your hand is behind you, close, bring the heels into the butt, knees going wide, so let your knees collapse. Scoot the hips back, reset, hips in, scoot, back into position again. 1, 2, back to the beginning of the mat. 1, 2, back to the end of the mat. Okay, guys? Nice and simple drill. Just again, have a little bit of a rest from that, and then moving on to about arm drags next. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Halfway, guys. That's 20 seconds. Yeah. Feels in. 10 seconds. That's right. Okay. Next position is going to be our arm drills. So what we're going to do from here is we're again sat in the butterfly bar from here. We're going to take one leg out, so whichever side you want to set the arm drag on. We're going to take that leg out, grab, and again this could be a collar drag if I have somebody in the gi. If not, we're doing an arm drag. We're grabbing wrist and elbow, but we're still, once I've made that contact with the tricep, I release the wrist control to post my hips onto my hands, and I switch my hips to the other side. Again, going from one hip towards the other. The important thing with these drills is that you learn hip placement. So when I'm switching my hip, I take my heel out, all my weight is going onto my left hip. Okay? I'm reaching across, my hand is up, I'm dragging this back, and I switch onto my right hip. Well, forearm onto the mat, reset position, same on the other side. Go! Last 10 seconds, guys. Hips. Nice one. Good job, guys. Now, next position we're going to move into, we're going to rock back, come forward, and then come up into our technical standing. So, essentially, I'm doing my butterfly guard. Imagine somebody has lifted my ankles, so I bring my knees back to my chest. When I sit up, I'm going to grab around that leg, post my hand behind it, and switch my hip to the side. The first thing that we have to do is make sure we switch our hips. So my partner is typically going to be coming forward with their knee towards my chest. So I don't want to stay on a straight line. I switch, so now if the knee hits the floor, then they drive forwards, not into me. Now from there, we lift the hip, technical stand up with this leg, draw my heel back. That's into my single leg, post, sit into butterfly, back on the other side. Roll back, come up, switch the hip, draw the leg back, reset back to guard. Okay, let's go. Knees and shoulders, switch the hips, technical stand up, and back into guard. Lie back, close the hand, switch, lift, back into position. Switch the hip, lift, come up onto both feet, so we've got our hands connected around that single leg, reset the position. Reach the chest, switch, stand. Twenty seconds left. Yeah. One more. One. Done. Nice work. Whew. Okay, so we've had some of your guard passing drills. We've had some of our wrestling drills. We've had some guard playing drills now, 5 sets of each. The last thing we're going to do is just a little ab workout. Okay, so we're gonna, just to get the core engaged a little bit. So we're going to use your triangle chokes and just basically some ab positions. So we're going to start off with 10 sit-throughs. We're going to do 3 rounds. So we're going to be in a position from here, knees lifted, hands off the mat. I'm going to switch my hips through. Switch, come back up, switch. We're going for 10 of these, okay? Once you've done 10, we're going to sit into position. We're going to go for 20 triangle choke. So again, hands on the mat, lift, close. Don't worry about the timer. Okay, we're going to 20 triangle chokes. Then what we're going to do is keep the heels lifted off the ground. We're just going to move your hands from one side to the other. This upper body rotation is really good for any of your sit-up sweeps. So if I was in the closed guard, I've got to be able to switch my hips to come up, to be able to bridge and finish that sit-up sweep from there. So in position, hands to the floor, hands to the floor. We're going 20 of these, 10 on each side. Okay, guys? Then last thing we're going to do is some leg raises. So hands on the butt, heels up. 1, 2, we'll go 5 of these, all the way through, and then back up into position to reset the drum again. Okay, guys? So a little ab burner to finish off. Okay? So first thing we're doing is your sit-throughs. From here, we'll place some hand and foot, back to the feet, switch to the side. Sit the hip towards the head. Okay, guys? Get ready? We're going 3 rounds. So 10 sit-throughs, 20 triangles, 20 Russian twists, and then 5, whatever they're called, leg raises. There we go. I got it. Ready? Go. Nice work, guys. Good job. Nice triangle chokes. Good. Really closed up up underneath. Good. Russian twists. Feet lifted. And leg raises. Good job, everybody.
Just go a little forward. Release.
Nice, guys. Good. Feet crossing your twists. Back around the closed guard. Good. Choke, Jamie. Doing good. Good. Get the hips off the ground for those as well. Nice. Now into your twists. Feet off the mat, switching. Good. We've got one more round to complete. Nice, guys. Good. Almost done. Did a good job, Jerry. Let's finish it strong. Well done, Sarah. Good job.
Why did I just do 10 leg raises?
Why not? That means it's too easy. Next time, we'll 10 leg raises every time.
Oh no.
Nah, that's good. Woo. Train that, guys. Everybody get a bit sweaty?
Yes.
Leg raises finish off. Jamie, doing good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 6. Nice. Awesome. Good training, guys. Thank you for sharing your afternoon with me, your 12 o'clock. Thank you very much for coming and training. Good work. Again, it's easy to not do anything at this point and just wait until December for us to come back and train in person again. So thank you for putting in the effort and coming online and doing some training with me. We do have class again tomorrow. 3:30, is it, Alex? 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have class again tomorrow. And maybe, should we do something a bit different tomorrow? Maybe some partnered work or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll do something. If not, if you don't have a partner, Jamie, then we can build a dummy if you've got some cushions. I'll show you guys how to do it tomorrow.
I'm gonna get the interlocking mats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be helpful.
yeah, that's supposed to, it'll make a difference.
Lovely. Thank you guys very much for training. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you all tomorrow.
You too. Bye bye.